This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP Planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are back at Elbilmek, another Valdemar's garage today.
Yo, what's up?
And this time we'll make a little shorter version. Normally we start outside and we walk through all the cars outside, but I figured that there is more action going on when we look at the cars inside. Yeah. So maybe Valdemar, you can start with the i3 then.
You remember last time you asked what's the success rate on repairing those vehicles? So I can say that might be this 1% or how it's called. So we're playing with this i3 for a good 2 weeks now, I think. And the problem started that it had the onboard charger, which was in short circuit. So when you plug it, so the fuse in the house is going out. So we replaced the charger, and then the fault not disappeared, like the fuse is not blown, but we get a fault in limb module, which says unexpected DC current, the DC voltage. And we tried many different things to find the fault, but so far we are not lucky at all.
We've been digging out stuff here. I see there's a drive shaft going there.
Yeah, we had the EMA, electric machine electronics, how it's called, down. Because I learned that BMW i3 had a 3-phase charger. So 2 phases goes through the onboard charger, and the third goes through the EMA. That's a very interesting construction. So we took it down just to inspect, but no faults there. And yeah, we have a battery down. We have checked the battery. It seems.
This is the i3 battery. Wow, it's quite compact.
It seems fine. Yeah, it's actually very, very compact and very easy to work with. It's 94 ampere hours.
But you also used your own i3 here, right?
Yeah, this is a little bit special situation, so we borrowed the battery just to try on this car to see if there is for sure no problems with the battery system.
But you already, have you taken it out already, or?
Yeah, it's on the way out now.
Oh, okay, so you will try that?
Yeah, I already tried that, not helping.
Oh, you tried that?
Tried that, yes.
And it didn't work?
No.
So it's not the battery then?
Not the battery, yes.
Okay, so
sure.
something else. Wow, big mystery. What's wrong with this i3?
Yeah, it is.
So you can see, this is the first time I see inside the i3 what it looks like. And I have to ask you, Valdemar, this shaft here, I heard for a while that the shaft was breaking a lot, or it disconnected or something.
Well, I never seen that. What is possible, you hear that there is electric engine bracket on the top, and if that one is burned out completely, so it's possible that all the drive unit goes like this, and might be just disconnect the drive shaft. But I never seen that one broken. And you see there is a lot of place here on the right side. This is meant to be or a space left for a range extender for a benzene version or a hybrid version. Yeah,
I noticed it ever since I started testing the i3 that it doesn't have that much space in the trunk, because most other cars you can open up the trunk and you get like a deep well, but here they have the placeholder.
Yeah.
And they don't open up for the space here for the BEV.
Yeah.
So BMW says it's born electric, but I say it's born fossil.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have other cars we want to see? This is also another BMW, but it's...
Look about this guy, he's also looking desperate. Cannot find the fault.
Developers, they look for answers on Stack Overflow. What about the mechanics, EV mechanics?
Yeah, they too. So here we have a hybrid BMW with a lot of strange faults. But with this one we just started today, so hopefully Mindaugas will manage to find what's the problem with it.
Can we see how it's designed here?
Well, from the top you can see MA, electric machine electronics, like inverter. The battery is from the bottom.
Where is it? But the motor is this is front wheel drive, or how is it?
Yes, front wheel drive.
But what about the electric motor?
Bjørn, it's 4-wheel drive.
What? Oh, this is all-wheel drive.
4-wheel drive, yes.
Oh, the motor is in the back
Yeah.
here. Electric motor is in the back, and the fossil is in the front.
Yes.
But how do they like relate to each other? Sync or?
So it seems like petrol engine is turning wheels in the front and electric in the back. That's it.
But there was also a cover here, right?
Yes, it was covered here.
Okay.
Here we can see the battery, so it's really not so big one.
Oh.
And there I think it's a benzene tank.
A small tank. Yeah, that's also another compromise.
Yeah.
You usually have a smaller tank, around 40 liters only, versus 70 liters in
Exactly.
pure fossil. So it's quite a compromise to have these hybrids. And then once they break, they become really expensive to fix.
Double trouble.
Double trouble. It's like having two wives instead of one, you know? But here also, a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
This is quite rare in Norway. It's a Kia, what is this?
Kia, I forgot this name.
We have to look at the badge.
Optima.
Optima, oh yeah.
Optimus Prime almost.
But here, what is wrong with this Kia?
We got this car, the battery was with a quite low state of health. We found that several cells was really weak. So we bought and installed a second-hand battery. After it's installed, found out that there was some connection problem. So the BMS was not able to see correct voltages of some cells. But seems to be that now connection is back, and I just looking at because the BMS is trying to balance the cells. There is slight imbalance. So just waiting and see how powerful BMS is, how many days it could take if we let the BMS do the job.
So is it doing the balancing now? Or?
Yeah, it says though. Cell balancing status, yes.
Oh.
And the max cell is 4.1, and while the lowest 3.94. Yeah. So it's not that big difference, but I would like to have it like perfect balance before we send it back to customer.
So here is this just like, there's no thermal management here, huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sorry, there is, but it's air cooled.
It's Soul style.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a fan somewhere?
Fan should be somewhere behind there, I think.
Oh, and then it just. But what is this thing here? It seems so big. What the heck is that?
I'm not 100.
Is that part of the battery?
Yeah, it actually can be.
Because it says that you're not supposed to put it in the trash. And then there's also a piece here. Or maybe it's split in two pieces.
Well, it is possible.
Yeah, in case, but you might not be working on this car, right? Valdemar?
It looks stupid, but I haven't seen that there is one more battery behind that. Here we have, it's not actually very interesting, but maybe somebody never seen. This is a BMW i3 electric machine electronics.
Okay.
So it's this part is responsible for the electric motor control. From another side, there is a part of three-phase charger.
Oh, so the onboard charger, 11 kilowatt, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but just for a three-phase charger. One-phase charging is in the another unit. KLA, they call it.
What is this?
Here we have Jaguar I-Pace front drive unit, which was in short circuit. Not in short circuit, but had isolation fault. So the car was still drivable.
And is this a refurbished?
No, this is a bad one. It should be thrown away.
Oh, you just throw it in the river? Or?
Yeah, we used to do that. I use it as an anchor, you know, if I go for fishing.
Okay. Yeah, they are quite heavy. But so the car has already been fixed and it's back on the road.
Yeah.
But usually when you fix these cars, you tend to get the refurbished second-hand motors, right? Do you ever buy new parts, brand new parts?
Yes, we do buy sometime. When customer wants a new part, or sometimes insurance company wants to buy a new part.
But then, what is the price on new parts versus for refurbished then, usually?
You have to see on electric cars models. On some models, it's worth to buy a new part than second-hand part. But on other brands, it's like it can be 3-4 times more expensive new part than the used one. So I have no one answer. I have to look on different models.
And also, when customer get repairs done here, is there any warranty on the refurbished parts?
Yes, of course. We give, talking about Tesla, we give 2 years or 80,000 kilometers warranty on battery and drive units. That's what the Teslas. What other batteries we repair? Yeah, example, this one, of course, it will also get 2 years warranty on the battery repair.
What about, for example, Ioniq and Soul with the broken motors?
The same, 2 years or 80,000 kilometers warranty.
Wow, okay, that's pretty good.
This is still the same Kia Optima battery modules. I have 2 of them. I had to split them apart because I needed some parts to the battery that we installed. And here we have a Mercedes E350 hybrid battery. This one has
Samsung
one cell which was completely zero. So we had to replace the whole battery.
But it's only 6.4 kilowatt hour.
Yeah, it's like a booster. I think it works like a booster or something.
Wow. And then what is the price for this second hand?
If I'm not taking it correct, to 25,000 kroner.
Wow.
2.5.
25k for 6-ish kilowatt hour, but you can also get a second hand Leaf battery for 25k.
Yeah, but look what's written, Mercedes.
Oh, yeah, it's Mercedes. Okay, don't look at the Samsung here. Yeah. Okay, it's quality. Yeah. Wow. Valdemar, you have so much stuff laying around in your warehouse.
You think it's time to read a little bit, to get to clean a little bit, maybe?
No, but it's nice that these are workable parts, right?
Yeah, sometimes you need some stupid small thing, and yeah. And there is no place to buy, so sometimes you have just to keep like your own storage.
Has it happened that you had one motor or something here, right? And then after 5 years, you suddenly needed one part from it, and you're like, yes, I kept it for 5 years and I had use for it.
Yes, but you know what happens more often? You keep the part for 5 years. You decided now is the time to throw it away. And guess what happened next? After a month, you need it.
Yeah. But anyway, it was always useful fun to see the garage here. And then I want to know, maybe you guys also want to know, what's going to happen with that i3? Will Valdemar fix it? Will it be in the success rate or the fail rate?
Yeah, and if we have some engineers from BMW, and you want to help me, please.
Yeah, contact Elbilmek and then we'll see how it goes. Right, anyway, I think that's going to be... I messed it up.
I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and talk to you later.
Yeah!